What exactly was that white chocobo story? Light, you said you knew him? Did you call him Odin?
It was Yule who told me. I knew there was something about that chocobo from the moment I first met him. Turns out Odin was reincarnated as the Angel of Valhalla just to help me again.
Reincarnation. I wonder, can creatures with souls choose to be reborn? Can they choose when and where? Or is it all up to fate?
Odin finding me was no coincidence, and I believe Sarah will be reborn and that we'll meet again when she is. Even if I can't see her now or talk to her, I know she wants to see me again. She has to.
The meat's a little pungent, but that's the charm. The wildlands dawn sky. I heard that the end of the world is here.
You're no match for us. Okay, let's go. Thanks for waiting. fate is what it is.
I've got to spend the whole day harvesting first this field, then that field.
Time to dress up.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true. Everyone! For my friend, here's what I promised you. A soul fragment, just like we talked about.
I thought you said it wasn't an item. And that's why you couldn't give it to Saz yourself, right?
Kind of. It's something that's in my heart. Here, I'll take it out for you right now. Give me a second here. Here it is! One freshly baked smile fragment just for you!
I'm just relieved it doesn't smell like anything. Thanks. I've got this now.
No, thank you! I hope I've helped pay him back for everything he's done for me.
Pay him back for what? Now would be as good a time as any to tell me who you really are. How do you know Saz and Daj? And just exactly how did you end up with one of Daj's soul fragments inside you?
That's still a secret for me to know and you to find out. Remember, once you have all 5 fragments, give them to Saz, okay? And of course, I'll be there to witness everything. I promise. Chocoboco later!
I think that things are beginning to come into focus. So Saz is looking for fragments of Daj's soul. And one of the 5 fragments he's supposed to find is Daj's smile.
A smile, huh? I'd like to see both of them do that again someday.
Yeah, I haven't seen Saz smile once since you met him here. Never mind smiling. He'll barely talk to you.
I don't blame him. Not with Daj the way he is. The Saz that I remember could laugh in the face of any disaster. The worse the situation, the more he'd joke about it. He was a great friend when you were in trouble. But he's different now. We all have our limits, and he's reached his. He even lost his favorite chocobo chick. He doesn't have anyone left.
swear I saw Cole's identical twin. Over in Aria's village.
You can find Yule's flowers grow. Oh, so you found where Yule's flowers grow, have you? Well done.
Good morning. Do you give him a good brushing every evening?
Be careful not to stray from the main trail. Are you taking the... Amen.
Everyone's working hard.
It's hectic in the mornings.
Do we still have enough reserves?
Time to roll up my sleeves.
Today, the City of Light has been the scene of much tragedy. A great number of our residents have lost their lives. Let us offer prayers once again to great Beneverza, so that he might be merciful to the forsaken souls, they who have lost all hope of seeing the new world.
I devote today to you, God.
You mentioned you used to cover high-profile stories. I'm investigating a story for a friend. Do you know anything about a man named Ranulf?
Ranulf? Yes, I think I do. Yes, the poor man's wife and daughter were brutally murdered over some business dispute. Happened quite a while ago. He lost everyone he loved in the blink of an eye. What a tragedy.
That's some memory you have. This happened centuries ago.
My boss put me in charge of that story. It's one that's hard to forget.
That's lucky for us. Ranulf himself asked me to look into the case, so he can know the truth. Do you think you can help?
Actually, I think I might be able to do just that. I can hardly refuse any favors from you now, can I? Except, I wonder if you wouldn't mind doing something for me in exchange. Nothing too time-consuming.
You already owe me.
Just to hear me out, please. You're helping all kinds of people, aren't you? Would you keep doing that, but when you're done, come tell me their stories.
Just their stories? Are you sure that's all you want from me?
Yes, I want to write something that will inspire people and lift their spirits. What better subject than you?
I've done what you asked.
I knew you could do it. That's great news for everyone. You'll be an inspiration to my readers. This'll make a fantastic article.
I'm not one to preach morality, but doesn't that violate some sort of reporter ethics? Writing stories that you helped create?
The job of a reporter is to follow the truth, and that's what I'm doing. But if we're being completely honest, the real reason I asked for that favor isn't for a story. My real purpose was to observe you and watch you in action.
What do you mean? Why me?
I know who you are now. You help people, and in doing so you save their souls. That's the duty you've been assigned by you-know-who upstairs. You are the savior, aren't you?
Huh. You knew who I was all along.
Let's just say I had a hunch. But don't worry. Your secret will be safe with me. I won't tell anyone. Oh, by the way, I looked into Renolf's past. I found something that might be helpful. The case was cold for a long time, but it turns out they did find a suspect in the end.
So, was he arrested?
I don't know if this is good news or not, but the person in question appears to have passed away some time ago. Once the authorities saw the death certificate, they stopped the investigation.
You're right. I don't know if that's good or bad news. So who was the person behind this?
Some lowlife that was part of a criminal organization, specialized in petty crime. The Order had been on his trail for a while. But he was a wily little rat, managed to stay one step ahead. He went through aliases, but the one on the death certificate was Reddick.
Reddick? I met someone with the same name in the Warren. He said he'd been in hiding for a long time.
Could it be the same man? Is it possible he's still alive? But there was a death certificate and everything.
He mentioned that he was dead in the eyes of the law. And he also knew where Renolf's journal was.
Do you think he managed to fake his own death by forging the document to escape the Order's scrutiny? I suppose that could be possible. Then it looks like the case has been solved. We found our man. I'll go through the records again, in case we missed something.
It was Reddick, the man in the Warren with no name. Are you gonna tell Renolf about this?
If it really was Reddick, there's something I want to ask him first. Let's go to the Warren and see if he'll talk.
Guys, keep it rolling. Ho-ho!
Will God awake soon? May God bless all of us again today. Hi, everyone! Don't go! Miss Mighty Savior! You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive.
This is where you can purchase.
I want to visit the cathedral in Lux area.
Odin, back me up! I have something important I want to ask you. It's about Cole from Canopus Farms.
What? Cole, you say? Yeah. What did that sorry excuse do now?
He's dead.
What? That can't be. Are you sure? Why would the goddess take him before me? That son of mine. He never knew how to do anything right.
Ah, I knew it. I knew it. You're Cole's father, are you not? Which also makes you Sarala's grandfather.
Huh? What? No. Cole's father passed away a long, long time ago.
Cole's a bad liar. And now I know where he gets it from. Long ago, you disappeared out of Cole's life by faking your death, and now he's doing the same. Your son is planning to leave the village for good. Sarala will be all on her own.
So he's not dead? That little picking up and leaving his only daughter to fend for herself? Doesn't he know how much that'll hurt poor Sarala? I'd like to wring his neck.
Look who's talking. Isn't Cole just following in your footsteps? It's what you did to him.
Well, yeah, but it's different with us. It's not the same thing. I did it so my son could grow into a man. Listen to me, young lady. People don't age in this world, and death is rare. Parents stay parents. Kids stay kids. And that dependency, it never changes. That's why kids never learn to fend for themselves. They always have their parents to rely on. Even a grown man like Cole. So you see, that's why I faked my own death. It was all for his own good, so he could learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
Right. You say you did it for his own good. And I suppose you believe that. But now, are you gonna let Cole do the same thing? You've been watching over them for years now, keeping your secret. But it's time to step in. What about Sarala? She's already lost her mother, her grandfather, and now she's about to lose her father. She's got no one left.
I don't want her to be sad. It breaks my heart seeing her unhappy. You're right. I have to fix this. Maybe I can talk to the two of them, and we can start over as a family. It's worth a try. I have a plan. Would you lend me a hand? I'll talk to Cole and lure him to a certain place. Will you talk to Sarala and bring her there? Oh, but please don't tell her I'm the one setting this up. She may not come if she knew.
Yes, I can do that. Where should we meet you?
Chef Arias's restaurant. Now go to Canopus Farms and talk to Sarala. Please get her to come.
Yule's flowers are still blooming here. Odin, back me up! Fate is what it is. Don't even try. Okay, let's go.
The old tales say they're supposed to have a...
We can scatter them easily. It's good to change it up. Odin, back me up! has come. This should be easy. You're no match for us. You're no match for us. Let's do this, Odin. Odin, back me up! You're no match for us. You're no match for us. Odin, back me up! Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Better get ready for the next fight.
Chocobo runs with such grace and power.
Fate is what it is.
Welcome. Tell me, how is the Angel of Valhalla?
Well, he hasn't gotten any worse.
That's good to hear. Now it looks like you collected all the ingredients we need. I'll get straight to work. Here you go, one batch of chocobo. This is some of the best chocobo I've ever made. Why?
That cough. You can't keep going on like this. Where's the nearest doctor? I'll take you.
It's no use. The doctors can't do anything.
Sorry, what do you mean?
They say, well, I don't have much time left. Of course, no one grows older and no one dies of old age, but disease and accidents can still take us, and apparently it's my time. I'd been hoping that I'd at least make it to the end of the world. I wanted to see what it would be like. But at least I was able to make medicine for the Angel of Valhalla before I breathed my last. Not to mention, thanks to the ingredients you found, it was the best chocobo that I'd ever made. It makes all the hard work worthwhile. And now, I just have one last task to do.
One last task? What's that?
Oh, I'm rambling again. It's just a personal thing. Forget it. Now, don't you have a chocobo to look after? By the way, you haven't seen any red crim mushrooms around, have you? No, I don't suppose you have. No one has. Never mind then. If you're ever in need of more medicine, just come see me. And bring the right ingredients with you, of course. The legendary red mushrooms. I suppose they really are extinct now.
Look, don't get your hopes up, but I've got something I want to show you.
This is a crim mushroom. Where in the world did you find it? Please, oh, please, I'll do anything if you'll give me that mushroom. With it, I can make the medicine.
Is the mushroom all you need to make the concoction?
Well, no. There are other things I'll need. This is the recipe. I'll need all of this. I'm sorry to ask, but... do you need a cure? I don't believe it. You actually got everything. Now I'll finally be able to do my final task. Words cannot express just how much this means to me. Truly. But I want to say thank you anyway.
So, that was your last task, to make this medicine.
Yes, I want to give it to someone, but I'll have to be extra careful with this brew. I can't ruin this, not something this precious.
That's right. Don't you go wasting all of my hard work.
I'll take that as encouragement, I guess. I'll bet every last bit of pride I have as an apothecary on this.
That chocobo runs with such
Oh, it's all over for me.
Nadia, are you all right? What happened?
Que? Is that all you can say? Oh, darn. I guess it didn't work.
You were just pretending to be sick? Why would you do that?
Well, it's kind of an embarrassing story, but we're friends now, aren't we? I used to live in Yusnan, but I had a big falling out with my family, and I ran away from home. Back in the city, I was treated like a princess. I just had to snap my fingers to get whatever I wanted. But that's not real living, is it? I got tired of that life. I wanted to fend for myself, survive by my own skill.
But you didn't realize just how hard that would be.
I lasted 3 whole days before I collapsed in the woods, weak from thirst. And that's when this little guy came along just in time. He must have been injured too, because he was holding a Yule's flower in his beak. I thought to myself, I'm going to die, but at least I'll have this beautiful chocobo to watch over me as I go. But then, something even more incredible and beautiful happened. The chocobo spoke to me, as clear as I'm talking to you now. Hang in there, he said. You mustn't die. At first, all I could do was stare in shock. But then, his words began to sink in. I realized he was trying to save my life. Anyway, right after that, some villagers found me, and they nursed me back to health. But I'm sure that I wouldn't have been alive when they found me if it wasn't for my little chocobo.
Ah, you owe him your life. So that's what your little play acting was about. You thought if you could convince the chocobo that you were dying, he might start talking to you again, like he did the first time.
Yep, I was trying to recreate the scene just like it happened, with the Yule's flower in the beak and everything. And to be honest, I could do with a chocobo giving me encouragement again. Life has been getting me down. I thought if I could hear the chocobo talk again, he might cheer me up like the last time. I know it's stupid. Chocobos can't talk. Oh, I guess it was just in my head that first time.
It's all right. You'll find what you're looking for.
What?
Don't turn around. You're searching for meaning to your life, and you're going to find it. I know you will. In fact, maybe you already have, if you really, really think about it. Sometimes you lose your way. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you. You just have to keep going.
Yes, you're right. It is there, and I do see it. Thank you.
Yes, what do you want?
I heard the chocobo talk. You're going to find it. I know you will. Huh. That was a clever trick you pulled, young man.
Young man, I'm a girl.
You are? Sorry, I didn't realize.
Good grief, everyone's the same. No one ever looks at me. It's like when I helped Nadia. The first time, I mean. She saw the chocobo, but she didn't see me on its back.
Aha. So that's what happened. It was you who spoke to her. She was half dead and delirious, so she thought it was the chocobo.
She's read way too many fairy tale books. But I guess it was kind of good it happened that way. Thanks to that, she wanted to go on living. So you can't tell Nadia the truth, okay?
Okay, agreed. What you did was good, pretending to be a chocobo and saying those things to her. She needed that. Wise words. Sometimes the going gets so steep you fall, but the path is always there in front of you.
Huh? I didn't say anything like that. What does it even mean? I just told her it's all right, or something like that.
Wait, really? You didn't give a little speech?
No, weird. Maybe you both imagined it. Or maybe they can talk.
What a fine chocobo.
Welcome. I have the cure for your chocobo's woes.
You know Rocky Crag, with all the strange rock formations? There's a ruin north. I hear people say that it's, of course, the people do.
Are you interested in our
find better bears anywhere. They'll stand up against any monster.
Just bring me the ingredients, and I can brew whatever medicine you need.
Hey, this evening, anyone who's not a hunter has to leave now. Thank you.
You're no match for us. We can scatter them easily. Destiny is destiny. We can scatter them easily. Okay, let's go. The cycle of death ends now. Better get ready for the next fight. Let's do this, Odin! I like this outfit. on. We can scatter them easily. This is already over. I'm stronger than I look. Let's do this, Odin! Time to dress up.
Kupo.
Are you busy?
Very busy. Kupo. Kupo. Kupo.
It's a savior!
Hey, easy there.
Oh, savior, we've been waiting for you.
Deep in the forest, I stumbled onto a small village, the last home of the Mughals. I was just in time. Their peaceful lives were about to be shattered by a terrible menace. You mean them?
Yes, Kupo.
Terrible beasts they are! They munch us poor Mugos, Kupo! Ow, ow!
And now they know where you live. Right, if this is what you want. It's good to change it up. Expected as much? This'll be your last battle.
Light, you did it! You got rid of the monsters that were terrorizing the Mughals. That ought to be a weight off their minds. You should let them know right away.
What's all the noise for, Kupo? Some of us enjoy a little peace. It's the chief, Kupo! The Grand Poobah, Kupo! Where have you been, Kupo?
You can't really be. You're still alive? Mog, it really is you, isn't it?
Kupo! Lightning! What?
Hey, come back! Mog, it is you, isn't it?
Who's Mog, Kupo?
What are you playing at? Is it that terrible having to see me again?
No, Kupo, I swear!
Then turn around.
Mog does not deserve to look lightning in the eye, Kupo.
Oh.
Because Mog couldn't protect Sarah, Kupo. And so...
Mog.
Kupo?
I'm glad you're all right. I was worried about you. I know what you're feeling. You've shed a lot of tears for Sarah, haven't you?
Kupo.
But blaming yourself for what happened is just gonna make her sad. You know that.
Sarah's gone, Kupo. Gone forever.
Her soul is still out there. And I promise you, I'm going to bring her back.
Really, Kupo?
Really. So listen, I need a very important favor from you.
Kupo. Popo?
There's a chance that I won't be around to meet her when she returns. I'm gonna try not to let that happen. But if it does, I want you to be there instead. She'll need someone she knows and loves waiting for her. That's more like the old Mog. Don't give up. Things are going to get better. So tell me, what have you been doing with yourself these last 500 years? Have you been in the village this whole time?
Oh no, Kupo. I was swept up in the chaos, Kupo. I was carried hither and thither until I found myself in the void beyond. I wandered there, and one by one I met my friends, Kupo. Our world was a terrible mess, and we didn't know where to go, Kupo.
Right. When the chaos flooded in, you Moogles lost your homes, just like so much of humankind.
That's right, Kupo. We were so blue, we didn't know what to do. We roamed around for a spell, over the desert and dale, until one day we found this forest. That's when I said to my friends, let's build a new home here. And that's what we did. All the Moogles together, Kupo.
Building a new home to replace the one that was lost. That reminds me of something from a long time ago.
Kupo! Kupo! Of course, Kupo! Sarah told me all about what they did, Kupo. Sarah and Snow and their friends, they lost their home once too, Kupo. It was before we met. But they found a new place. And together, they built a home even better than the old one. They were my inspiration, Kupo. And I told all my Moogle brothers. Then, before I knew it, I became the chief of the whole Moogle village, Kupo.
I'm not surprised. You've had a lot of adventures and fought bravely in many battles. Of course they'd turn to you. You're a natural-born leader.
Lightning! You mustn't say that, Kupo. If you keep praising me so much, my bubble might burst, Kupo. I've been looking forward to seeing Sarah for ever so long, and all of her friends too, Kupo.
Right. Don't worry about that. I'll find her, and everyone else too.
I know you will. My motto is think positive, Kupo, but without the Kupo bit. I know we'll meet Sarah soon, Kupo.
That's a fine motto to live by, Mog. Do me a favor, and don't change. This world needs more optimists.
Oh! Lightning! I figured it out, Kupo! I figured it out! I know who the White Chocobo is!
You too, huh? We both felt a connection to him, from the beginning. And that was because he was my Eidolon. Except, Odin is more than that. He's a friend.
When I realized it was Odin, my memories all came back, Kupo. Did you know that before I met you in Valhalla, I actually had a battle with Odin himself, Kupo?
You did?
Yes. He bounced me around Valhalla and spun me around so I didn't know which way was up. It hurt so much, I thought I was going to die, Kupo.
So did I, the first time I fought him. He's no easy foe for anyone, human or Moogle. It was a close battle. I needed Hope's help, but it was worth the risk. After that, he became one of my most faithful allies. I hope you two will become friends.
Oh, I'll try, Kupo. It's been too long, Kupo. The chaos seeps into the woods at night and makes it a dangerous place, Kupo. But for we Moogles, it's far safer to roam at night when the woods are lit only by the light of the moon. Moogles can slip between beams of moonlight and stay hidden from every monster's ravenous gaze, Kupo. How do we do it? Well, I don't know, Kupo. Morning, Hut. Nice to meet you, Kupo. Welcome, Kupo. Thanks, Kupo! How are you? I'm hungry, Kupo. Very strange, Kupo. Where have they gone?
What's the matter?
3 of my brothers are missing, Kupo. I fear they've gone astray in the woods.
When did they disappear?
10 days ago, Kupo. Can you help? Will you find our lost friends, Kupo?
Shouldn't you have started searching for them already? Where did they go missing?
I don't know, Kupo, but they are not brave. I don't think they would venture out of the forest, Kupo.
Well, I suppose that narrows it down. But how can a Moogle get lost in the first place? You can all fly, right? Just take to the air, and you can find the trail from above.
You're exactly right! That's a great idea, Kupo! Why didn't any of us think of that before? We always flutter close to the ground, Kupo. To soar in the sky, I scarce imagine it.
Really? Seems like common sense to me. You can fly that high, right?
Of course, Kupo. It's just scary to go too high.
Never mind. Anyway, I'll look for your friends.
You will? Oh, thank you, Kupo. You should search at night, Kupo. In the day, they will be hidden away, Kupo.
All right, got it. Find them before sunrise.
Back me up!
The blue vines move, the red vines part. The red vines now mix.
What's that? You already found 2 of the soul fragments? You serious?
You're no match for us.
Thanks for waiting. feel like singing and dancing. Hope they find peace. Let's do this, Odin! Scatter them easily. Time to dress up. Go to hell. Change course.
I should turn left here. I can't go on, Kupo. Oh, excuse me, kind lady. Can I ask you a question? Do you know which way it is to the Moogle village, Kupo?
Leave it to me. I'll get you home.
What are you? Kupo!
Nice one, Lightning. You threw that Moogle much further than Sarah ever did.
I saw this coming. You're no match for us. The end is close.
You have defeated it! Can that monster be truly dead? Such a day I never expected to see. I stand before you awed and humbled. Please, forgive me my amazement. Of course, I did not doubt you. That is why I asked you, after all. You have lifted a shadow that darkened the wild lands for many years.
Right. Sounds like I did you a favor. That talk about being a role model for your young hunters was just a ploy to get me to tidy up a problem.
I will not deny it. By destroying the menace, you killed two birds with one stone. I had intended to assist you in the quest. However, by the time I was ready, you had already done the deed. Either way, your famous feat has served my original purpose. The young hunters cannot stop talking about you. Indeed, I too have been inspired to take my bow into the hinterlands in search of fresh game.
Yeah, well, don't do anything stupid. Who would look after the other hunters if you got killed?
Thanks to you, they've seen what a brave and skilled fighter can achieve. They don't need me to coddle them. Perhaps none of us can grow as powerful as you, but as long as you inspire us, we need not fear death, nor any beast that prowls the wildlands.
There. Eat your fill and you'll soon be
You're drooling on me! Steady! Steady there! How are you feeling?
The night sky is pretty. Have you come to take me to the heavens, Kupo? Is this the end for me, Kupo?
I've come for you, all right, but trust me. This isn't the end of anything.
Kupo? Will you turn me into a star?
I'll get you home. Faster than you think. This is already over. Let's go. Final words? This should be easy.
cluster of barrier vines. The blue ones part during the day, while the red ones, well, they do the opposite. They part only at night.
We can scatter them easily. No more lies, just the truth. The end.
What a fine chocobo.
Yule's flowers are still blooming here. It's your funeral.
Together we can prevail!
Time to dress up. More time. This is already over. This should be easy. Odin, back me up! Okay, let's go. We can scatter them easily. Time to dress up. Odin, back me up! This is already over.
Still need something?
Thanks for waiting.
Together we can prevail!
Time to dress up. I feel like singing and dancing. Sarala, do you have a minute?
Yes, I do. What is it?
There's someone who wants to meet you. It's the man who told me about your father. He was with him at the end.
You mean you found someone who talked to Father before he passed?
Something like that. What do you say?
Okay. Where should I meet them?
Do you know Chef Arius's restaurant? He'll be there.
I do. It's that little place in Arius Village, right?
You're no match for us. Better get ready for the next fight. Together, we can do this. Battle 1. This should be easy.
Together we can prevail!
You can't move me. I need more time. I like this outfit.
You want to be saved.
It's good to change it up.
Bonjour. I have heard all about you from Cole's father. Please, come in. Your timing is perfect. The other 3 members of Mademoiselle's party arrived moments ago.
Sarala.
Father? You're alive!
Yes. And I'd like to explain why. I couldn't just abandon you. You deserve to know the whole story.
Sarala, let me explain.
Who are you?
Have you forgotten me? I suppose I don't blame you. I'm Cole's father, your grandfather. I know. They told you I was dead.
Wait, what's going on?
This may be hard to conceive, but I faked my death. I wanted Cole to grow up and learn to do things on his own. That's why I staged the whole thing and kept it up all these years. And now your father wants to go off on his own and leave you behind, for both your sakes. But unlike me, he wants to do it the right way. He wants you to grant him your blessing before he departs.
I'm so sorry, Sarala. I wanted to tell you, but I just couldn't. I'm going on a journey. I have to do it. To find your mother.
Oh, I just knew it. I knew you hadn't given up on Mother, even after all the time that's passed.
Why don't you all have a seat? You can continue talking inside the restaurant.
Do you think Cole can persuade Sarala? She doesn't seem happy about it.
I'm not worried. Sarala knows more than he thinks she does. She's been watching him for years. She knows he's torn. He wants to take care of his daughter, but also, he's consumed by the need to find his wife. He won't be gone forever. One way or another, they'll see each other again. She knows that. When they finally reunite, she'll be with her father and her mother once again.
Sarala has given me her blessing.
I'll buy whatever you're willing to sell. What do you got? Here's your cut. Go on, take it. You know, you've been good for business. Here's a little something extra for you. Hey, I've got a story I want to share with you. Long ago, there was a blacksmith who had a dream. He wanted to make a blade using soul seeds. Want me to tell you how that turned out? He managed to create something amazing, all right, but it had a life of its own. The first thing it did was slay its creator. Then it disappeared to God knows where. This magical blade was dubbed the Ultima Weapon. They say its blade glows with crimson stained by the blood of all the men it's slain. Oh, I almost forgot. The boss wants you to have this. You deserve it.
So, we meet again, Savior.
Not by choice.
Oh, excuse me. I had no idea. You are so subtle. Just one hint, though. Go see that Shokoboko chick. She asked you to save Saz, didn't she? It's no wonder. She can't help worrying about him.
So, how do they know each other?
Oh, and here I just assumed you knew. Well, I guess you'll understand when you get all the soul fragments. Didn't she tell you that she'd run straight to Saz's place when that happens?
Together, we can do this. Time to mix it up. You want to be saved. The end is close. Hope they find peace. It's good to change it up. The end is close. Together we can prevail. The end is close. me up! No more lies, just the truth. It's your funeral. Let's do this, Odin! No more lies, just the truth. I saw this coming. Let's do this, Odin! Keep up if you can. I saw this coming. This outfit. This is already over.
You're drooling on me.
found you. You're one of the lost Mughals, aren't you?
It's true. I want to go home, but I don't know the way, Kupo.
If you flew up above the treetops, you'd be able to find your village easily enough.
Above the treetops, Kupo? What a splendiferous plan, Kupo. Except I'm afraid of heights, Kupo.
It's all right. I'll give you a hand.
Can't believe it. You found 3 of the fragments already?
Safely home, thanks to the Savior, Kupo. You 3 caused a lot of trouble. Where did you go and why, Kupo? Kupo! Don't you recall? 4 of us went into the woods that day. Yes, Kupo, but then suddenly it told us to stay and wait, Kupo. So all 3 of us did just that, Kupo. Ah, yes, Kupo. It was the honey. I smelled it on the breeze and went ahead to look for the bees. We waited like you said, Kupo. 10 long days, Kupo, but you never came back.
So, Moogle, where did you disappear to? Did you find the honey?
Ah, I remember it all now, Kupo. That is...
What happened?
A terrible monster appeared out of the trees, and I fled back to my village, Kupo. The fright it gave me made me forget my friends. It was my fault they were lost, Kupo.
Well, it sure was.
Almighty Savior, I'm so sorry, Kupo, for all the trouble I've caused. I suppose I must be punished, Kupo. Or maybe I've been punished enough already, Kupo.
Just apologize to your 3 friends here, and then make sure it doesn't happen again. If any more of your brothers go missing, you're gonna have to find them. From high up in the sky where I throw you. Got it?
Please, not the sky, Kupo! Have mercy, Kupo! I'll not let my brothers go astray again, Kupo! I'll watch them with eagle eyes, Kupo! What do you want, Kupo? The chaos seeps into the woods at night before we Muggles. It's far safer. Muggles can slip between beams of moonlight and stay hidden. How do we do it? Well...
You're no match for us. Okay, let's go. I'm stronger than I look.
Let's do this, Odin! No match for us.
It's good to change it up. The cycle of death ends now. Destiny is destiny.
Odin, back me up!
I can't thank you enough for what you did for us.
Lena!
All trains are running on schedule. Thank you.
Currently, all the trains are running right on schedule. You can purchase your tickets.
friends, lend me your ear. Eternal despair is the only end for those who turn their back on life.
It seems as though it was just a few poor deranged heretics that were There'll be bounty.
You think you can beat me? I feel like singing and dancing. This should be easy. Hope they find peace.
Trust me, let the professionals handle these things. The fight against chaos is almost
Come and get it. Now.
The heretics must be stopped.
This will be your last battle. You're down. Now that I have Ranulph's journal, I know who was behind the murders of his wife and child. You've been running ever since. You even faked your own death.
I knew someone would make me. You got me, so you know everything. Yeah, I did it. I killed his family. took the lives of his beautiful wife and daughter, all for a little money. The one who hired me had a rival business, and he wanted Ranulph out of the game. He's long gone, though. Passed away some time ago.
After you took care of business for this man, did you also steal the journal?
Again, that was me. Years after the incident, something happened to Ranulph. One day, he just seemed to forget the whole thing ever happened. I thought it was a lucky break on my part. I figured it was the best thing for all of us.
But why didn't you just dispose of it? It would have been easier than giving it to someone for safekeeping. And if it links you to the crime, why help me find it?
Guilt. I was too much of a coward to turn myself in, but I think I was waiting for someone to figure it out. I wanted this day to come. I'm tired of running. Turn me in, arrest me, do what you want.
It's not up to me to decide your punishment. Not even the Order. I'd say it's up to Ranulph. Wouldn't you?
So be it. I'll be right here waiting for retribution. Hey, I know you don't owe me anything, but do me a favor, will you? Don't tell my son about this, okay? That's all I ask.
Who's your son?
Name's Marlon. He's my stepson. A good kid. He's nothing like me. Got his own business and everything.
Marlon? He's not a baker by any chance, is he?
You know him? Even though I'm not his real father, he sends me money on a regular basis. You know, to get by. He has a good heart. I couldn't ask for a better son. I really don't deserve a boy like him.
Light, isn't Marlon the boy Ranulph is so fond of? The one who bakes him those muffins that he loves so much?
This does complicate things, but Ranulph insisted he wants to know the truth, and that's what I'm gonna give him.
Really? Even though something like this could ruin their friendship?
The end is close. Keep up if you can. No more lies, just the truth.
Gone already?
The cycle of life goes on for everything except humans. Be careful. These days it's the humans.
I'm ready. Are you? Fate is what it is. Better get ready for the next fight.
Light, that was it! The last creature of its line. In the end, you did just what those diviners said you would.
Guess I should tell them. I don't know if even they believe they've cast a spell on me. But I've put on a show for them this long. Might as well keep it up till it's over.
Oh, those seeds you're collecting, they're no ordinary seeds. Some people like to call them the seeds of life. The brightly shining little suckers got some spark to them. I tell you, they're alive. Those little critters are the ones who are almost born into this, and... you know what? Never mind. Why am I telling you this anyway?
The day is nigh when God will... My fellow disciples, blessed are those who know his name.
Are you taking the train?
This stop, Dead Dunes.
I'm afraid that this is your stop. Lightning. It doesn't look like anyone else got off here but you.
Here comes another train. If you want to go to Luxuriant Sound Station or the Wildlands, and who doesn't, get on it.
Well, this is a shock. A tourist?
You could say that.
Hate to break it to you, but there's nothing worth seeing in this desert. There are some ruins out there, but they ain't the type that any decent folks should go to.
Why not? Are they dangerous?
They're just breeding grounds for monsters. Well, that and home to some legendary treasure or something. The vessel that'll summon the souls of the dead and open the door to the afterlife. They call it the Holy Clavis.
Summon souls, you said? That's promising.
Bunch of nonsense if you ask me. Not that the bandits or the Order will ever give up on it, though. They've been searching for that thing forever. I don't recommend diving into those ruins for some fairy tale. Not if you don't want those bandits on your back for invading their territory.
Thanks for the warning.
Why don't you find those bandits' headquarters and see what they know? I'm sure they'll have information about the ruins and Clavis. This is just a guess, but I would imagine that most of the people living here in the desert are bandits in search of treasure. After all, why would anyone choose to live in a place like this without a good and lucrative reason?
Choco Choco! Choco Bocalina! Here, this is for you. You know, for that job. This conversation never happened, capiche?
There ain't no... This has turned into a real fool's errand. I came in with a head full of dreams, but empty of sense. Thought I'd start a new market in the desert. And just look at me now. Hey, are you part of Monoculus? Not that it matters to me. Buy something, would you? Appreciate it.
I've looked into that clavis for you. Apparently, it's an artifact that's thought capable of drawing the souls of the dead to it. That's about all we know. It seems the Order has been trying hard to recover the relic. In recent years, they've dispatched several parties of seculars to the desert.
But they haven't had any luck, right? It seems like the Order isn't the only one interested either. The bandits also want it.
Yes, the bandits that call this desert home. They make a living by taking what they can from the ruins and selling their finds.
Are they bandits or grave robbers? I don't know how much this clavis is worth, but if it can be used to gather souls, it sounds pretty handy for a savior.
Yes, it's the only artifact of its type in the world. If the Order is willing to spend so many resources searching for it, it's probably worth finding. This door seems to be locked from the inside. We're not getting in this way, that's for sure. Looks like the search is still on. Perhaps you'll be able to open this door from the inside once you find your way into the ruins.
Okay, let's go.
truth.
This door seems to be locked from the inside. We're not getting in this way, that's for sure. Looks like the search is still on.
You want to be saved.
monsters will soon be awake and on the prowl again. Do be careful that you don't end up their breakfast. Is probably the bandit gang's base. They should know something about the Clavis, considering how much time they've spent in the ruins. But be careful if you go in there. like it's the bandits' base. They may not exactly welcome a stranger like you. So, you noticed. Yes, it looks as though they've been keeping an eye on you ever since you stepped foot in their desert.
Let 'em. We'll meet face to face soon enough. Okay, let's go. Another battle won. Is this the arithmometer? It doesn't seem to be working.
Light, you're very near to the bandit settlement. Check the signposts, if you don't know which way to go. settlement now. I'm sure that you're looking forward to a bit of rest. But I wouldn't let your guard down if I were you. I would guess that everyone living there is part of the bandit gang.
So don't be surprised if I wake up at knife point, is that it? Fine by me. It'd give me an excuse to beat some information out of them.
You'd use yourself as bait? Just for that? I guess that's just like you. But don't let yourself get hurt, okay?
I've been surveying the desert all these long years. But I have been completely flummoxed by those cursed tablets.
Light, you have to be in the Ark at 6 o'clock every morning to regulate the time distortion.
I don't barter. You got that? Hey, what's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my fine assortment now, do you?
It's good enough, I suppose.
Go on! I don't need some uppity tourists making demands. Go somewhere else if you don't like my wares. Go on, get!
If you insist, I will. You're not the only merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here. When that happens, well, that's the same as death to a salesman.
So? What made him give up?
Damn fool. He bet his dreams on the desert, that's what. Poor old Ramon. He thought he'd make a real name for himself out here, selling to adventurers. But in the end, he lost sight of his dream and his business.
Sounds good for you, though he doesn't seem like he was much of a rival anyway.
Shut it! You don't know the first thing about him!
Didn't mean to offend you. What's there to get so worked up about anyway?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's just like you say. He was nothing at all. It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway. No, not Ramon. I'm done talking about him. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. You'll find him near that old camp in the giant sandbox.
He was a pretty strange guy, wasn't he? But if he's really the only merchant around like he says, then I guess you'll have to count on him for help. Unless, of course, you want to find out for yourself.
Unusual to see a traveler around these parts. This is Ruffian, the only settlement in the desert. It used to be a real town once, but most people have gone and given up on the bandit life. We're all that's left.
Sacred Tree of Light.
Are you doing okay, Light?